Hey, what is up guys? It is time to start another stream. So, today we are going to be playing some UW Fliers. It's been quite some time since I've played this deck, and in all honesty, I'm not really sure if it's relevant or not anymore. It was relevant like 2 weeks ago, doing quite well, but it really could have gone the other way now. Here's a look at the deck list that I currently am running. Let me go ahead and see if I can find out if there's any other decks. MTGDecks.net, standard metagame, last 2 week. Alright, let's see if we got Azorius Fliers or anything in here. I think I'm probably just gonna control F it. No AZ. Flyer, no Flyers. Okay, well there might not be a list actually. Maybe this is one of the sat upon lists that people don't know about. Maybe it's just not very good anymore. Guess we'll find out today. Oh, the cat's not over there. I should probably go ahead and turn that camera off. There we go. Probably move that there. There we go. Since I've constantly turned the cat one on and off, that one's probably worth removing and leaving on. Alright. So we got no new deck there. Let me go ahead and see if I can set. I should set this deck up on Aetherhub. UW. Alright, deck is now set. Alright. So, just a second here. One more thing to go. Alright. Didn't get anything for that challenge reset. Alright, that's running. Okay, so ready to start here. Let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so I see Warlord mentioned something about the point system. I haven't really looked into that, but is that already up and running? Fine. Mm-hmm. It's whatever. It's alright. I mean, it's a job. Nobody likes their job. So, it's fine.
It's fine?
Mm-hmm.
You know to do everything?
Yes.
Okay. That's the only one I ask you why you are.
Mm-hmm.
First day to work.
This probably wasn't all that great of a hand. And again, I consistently get these Tranquil Coves. They're like the worst. There's only 4 copies of Tranquil Cove, and they're being hit more than once a game, which is ridiculous when you all things considered. All right, so probably gonna want to go with the. Well, I can't play the Healer Hawk and the Loyal Pegasus this turn or next turn. But what I can do is I can play the Healer Hawk this turn and play Hushbringer and Loyal Pegasus next turn. I can do that. So I'm already a turn behind thanks to these Tranquil Coves. Lucky Clover. Okay, that's already not a great start. Because our opponent's rather close to a... okay. Our opponent's rather close to the Murderous Rider. And a Murderous Rider would basically kill our entire game. Alright, Midnight Reaper at least helps a little bit. Alright, Empyrean Eagle allows us to go into Empyrean Eagle, into Safara. really, really good turn. And there is not very many cards that will stop us here. However, a double Murderous Rider would be pretty annoying. And there it is, double Murderous Rider. Bummer. On the bright side, our opponent did play them in the wrong order. Alright, Empyrean Eagle on the top. Looks pretty good. Although I may have just had lethal with Rally. Okay, no, that was lethal. Okay. I think Rally would have been better, though. So, oh well. Either way, our opponent made a misplay. A pretty egregious one at that. So, our opponent, what he needed to do was to target the Empyrean Eagle first, and then target the Sephara second. And that would have caused the second one to be on top of the stack, killing the Sephara, and then the first one killing the Empyrean Eagle. But what our opponent did wrong there was he targeted the Sephara first, then the Empyrean Eagle second, and that caused the Empyrean Eagle to be on the top of the stack, and obviously it couldn't die because of the indestructible, and our opponent lost a whole turn because of it. Well, he lost a whole creature removal. And I'm not sure if he took 2 damage or not. I wasn't paying attention. But he could have taken 2 damage as well. Well, I'm already telling you this one's not feeling great. Again, this Tranquil Cove in our starting hand is really, really putting us at a disadvantage. Because there's nothing I can do to fix my mana base any better than Tranquil Cove. But the thing is, I'm not getting my other land. I'm just getting Tranquil Cove. And that just seems so unfair as far as like drawing is concerned. Alright, so we've got that. I guess at least Healer Hawk helps a bit. So we can bring in the Spectral Sailor end of turn. Judith. Alright, so our opponent is essentially racing us. If I can get my Sephara out on time, I would feel somewhat confident in winning the race. But the problem here being my lack of land for the Empyrean Eagles. Alright, well at least next turn I can get the Sephara out, assuming none of my creatures die. But I can't really imagine we're gonna have all 3 of our creatures live throughout this turn. But it would be nice to go beat into Fairy Mistgrid into Sephara. That would be pretty sweet. It looks like we will. Oh, no. Mayhem Devil is going to be killing one of our creatures. Good play there, opponent. Good play. Feels bad. Now we really need to get that 3rd land, because that Empyrean Eagle is going to keep my other creatures from dying too easily. Alright, well, we got the 3rd land. It's going to cost us a little bit of life, but whatever. That's the price of business here. We do get some of the life back, though, so there is that. Acknowledge me, Senpei, notice me. Oh, nice. That's cool. Yeah, you redeemed points there. So, Warlord, has the points... How long have the points been working? Because, I saw them... I didn't see them on Tuesday's stream, but I did see them on Thursdays. So I'm inclined to believe that they started it somewhere around Wednesday. Oh no, it was definitely working yesterday. I saw it. I just kind of wish the points would allow me to get like actually like earnings kind of thing, you know. It would be pretty sweet if the points would, you know, like unlock a sub. That would be pretty cool. But they're kind of stingy that way, I guess. Another Safara, and I can't do anything. Still. Still can't. Well, actually, now we're actually in a predicament where we can do Healer Hawk and Fairy Miscreant next turn, and give up our Empyrean Eagle to a block to not die. Because that Mayhem Devil has got to go. Is it really just 1 day sub emotes? I thought you just unlocked it. Modify a single emote. Choose an emote to unlock. Send a message in sub-only mode. Unlock a random sub emote. Okay, I guess unlock an emote, unlock a random emote, I guess must be a day thing if that's what you're getting at here. I really should keep this on my left side. Alright, so the 2 damage should go through, but the Mayhem Devil shouldn't. And then we're going to be able to... Oh, we can actually just win with our Empyrean Eagle drop. Question is, do we think our opponent has removal or not? Ooh. Question is, do I die here or not? Oh, and that he's going to do the Cauldron Familiar. Okay. Okay. Smart play. Good job, opponent. Outplayed me a bit there. Oh, double Mayhem Devil. I think I may actually lose now. Actually, there is an extremely high probability I lose now. Because he's going to kill one of the Empyrean Eagles here, which is not going to allow me to go into my Fairy Miscreant. Well, he can't play any of those. If I can get another Empyrean Eagle, then I just win. But, looks like I'm not. And... looks like there's just no way of coming out ahead. This is just another case of so close, yet so far. Really feels bad. I felt like I was in that one the whole time, but then I drew too many lands when I didn't want them, and then I didn't draw enough lands when I did want them. Alright, not terrible. Definitely the better of our starting hands. And our opponent did a mulligan, which makes me feel a little bit better about it as well. And the thing I really like is I can go turn 1 into Fairy Godmother, turn 2 into Loyal Pegasus, while dropping the Tranquil Cove on turn 2, allowing me to go Empyrean Eagle turn 3. Ooh, Hushbringer. Now the question is Hushbringer worth getting out now in order to prevent something from happening later by not getting the Empyrean Eagle the following turn? And I think the answer is I think the answer is no. Blue. Oh, this might be the self-mill deck. Okay. If this is indeed self-mill, then it would be highly recommended that I get as much damage as humanly possible in, because our opponent is going to get some very fast arc lights out. And I'm going to need that damage out. Or that damage as soon as humanly possible. Alright, well, I don't have enough white to play Tomik and Hushbringer. But I do have enough white to do Hushbringer Rally of Wings. And I think that should be enough. Not this turn, but let's see. 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage. Okay, so it's worth doing next turn, not this turn. Or at least doing on defense when he gets arc lights out. Alright, so obviously he's going to mill himself a bit. Creeping Chill, gains 3 life, so good decision not to use the Rally of Wings there. Wow, 2 Creeping Chills. Now that's just not cool. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So that's hardly enough. Appreciate the follow. So there's an arc light. He does need a land and another 1 mana spell, though, in order to get the arc light out. Alright, there's the 1 mana spell. Now, did he get more than 1 arc light? No. No, he did not. Alright, let's assume he blocks Loyal Pegasus. Then what? It's 6, 12 damage to the face. I still win. Good game. Oh, that would be pretty nice. Alright, on to the next game. Appreciate the follow there, Pyro9602. We do have our 10,000 gem tourney tomorrow. I should probably take a look and see how many applicants we have for that. Ooh. Got a deck like, 2 more followers. Today was a good day. Log out, going first. Looks like Tranquil Cove it is. Ooh, actually, no. We're gonna go Spectral Sailor on turn 1. Turn 2, we can go Miscreant while dropping the Tranquil Cove. Alright, so we only have 33 signups for the 10,000 gem tourney tomorrow. Should definitely look into that if you guys are looking to play a little bit competitive Magic. Or if you just want some rewards, you know, there's rewards given to the top 5 participants of the tourney. Or if you guys are waiting to the last second, there's also that. Another Miscreant. I'd like the card draw. Okay. Question is, does he have the 2/2 reach creature? Because in the end, if he does, which he does, the Spectral Sailor is more valuable than that creature. To me, at least. I've been seeing a lot more Wildborn Preserver run in this deck, so I figured that was a distinct possibility. Okay, so a lot of things can happen here. Odds are a Rally of Wings was gonna get countered, so there's not a lot I can really do, and I can't play the Empyrean Eagle. So the Wildborn Preserver is one of the best cards he could be playing right now to counter my entire deck, especially with the lack of mana that I'm currently sitting upon. I'm still going to go with the Rally of Wings, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to successfully manage to go off. As expected, it did not manage to hit the board. I'm going to lose my Spectral Sailor. It's just part of the game. When my opponent has a reach creature, I lose my distinct advantage in this matchup. Empyrean Eagle, great. Can't do anything else. Just going to have to drop that. Great. Not that Hushbringer was really all that worthy of being countered, but still a good card nonetheless to have out. Don't have enough white mana to play Godmother, Hawk, and Safar in the same turn. Spectral Sailor, okay, so there's that. At least I got an end of turn play now. But if he's got himself a wolf, then we're probably toast. And he does. So this one's gonna end pretty fast. But when you're sitting here at 2 lands and your opponent has 5 and a bunch of counters, it's just kind of meant to be. I assume he pays 1 mana here. Yeah, that's to be expected. If our our Safari is absolutely gonna get countered. I could Brazen Burrow the Night Pack. At least that would allow me to do something. I could Brazen Burrower that as well. In the long run, looks like I'm dead no matter what play I make. Can't block anything. In fact, I kind of want him to counter my Brazen Burrower, putting Night Pack Ambusher back into his hand. Ooh. If he counters it, he doesn't get a wolf token, so I'm cool with that. Unfortunately, Safari is not going to be the end-all to all our problems. With the Wildborn Preserver out there, definitely not the end to all our problems. And we don't even have 4 mana for a Spectral Sailor to get extra value. And to be honest, I probably should have avoided a Quench there. Really? Yeah, that's game. I'm not even going to bother playing it out now. He just has too many creatures. And 7 life is not going to be enough either. Like, even if I block with Safari Skyblade, 7 life is not going to stop me from losing. And he's got all his mana up, too. Seriously, he quenched that? Okay, well, doesn't matter. I'm still dead anyways, but at least I get to play the Safari. Well played, opponent. Well played. Some very well-timed counters and a very well-placed... You know what? I'm just going to say it as it is. That Wildborn Preserver screwed me the entire game. I could have dealt with the counters. I could have dealt with the creatures, but the Wildborn Preserver was just too much. Unfortunately, the swap from Cutthroat to Wildborn Preserver has not been in the favor of this deck. Hey, there we go, a Clackbidge Troll. I really want to build a jank mono black deck that includes Clackbidge Troll. I really like that card. So what are my thoughts on the state of the game? Oh, the state of the beta article. So I read the article and it sounded like they're going to be implementing a early brawl. They didn't make it 100% clear if they're going to be having people being able to play against each other with Brawl. Once Brawl gets released on the 24th, they did make it say that, you know, you're able to play against people online, which implies that you should be able to play against each other, but they might, I don't know if they're going to have it upon release. But if they add Brawl and everybody can play it, we can start doing our Friday tournaments with myself and J-Moke. Alright. Hey, look, Hushbringer did something. I might actually see if I can get a Rally of Wings opportunity to kill the Gilded Goose. Because I gotta tell you, Gilded Goose annoys the ever-living crap out of me. The fact that my Rally of Wings is going to de-ramp the opponent makes me feel good. And the extra life gain allows me to play the Fairy Godmother. If I can top deck a 1 or 2 drop and get my Safara out, that would be pretty nice. But I can only imagine our opponent's probably running a deck that includes the knight that kills the murderous knight. Alright, our opponent's making a long wait here, so I assume he's got removal. Question is, what removal is he running? Not a lot of currently good removal in black and green colors. Well, it can't be Legion's End because that's sorcery speed. Of course, he can have the Legion's End in his hand, but the pause there was definitely not the Legion's End. Then again, that pause could have just been for the food token. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, that is gonna be the end of him. I think I ruined this man's entire career, if that's how the meme goes. So check this out, guys. I get to play all of this, and then I get to Rally of Wings. Untap them all and attack. Booyah! Well, when we win big. That's for sure. So far, at least. Slow day in chat. Let me see if there's anybody else I recognize online. I unfortunately do not recognize too many of the users on stream. I just recognize Warlord. Okay. I'm sure A Knight and Angel probably aren't too far behind. This probably wasn't the smartest keep, but I saw myself, I had a 1 and then a turn 2 play, possible turn 3. And going second, I figured, you know, I'd probably draw into what I need. The only question was double Safara. Double Safara was essentially like having a mulligan, so was it worth it? I ranked 21 in viewers in the Magic. Interesting. I don't have a lot of viewers going on right now, so that's pretty cool. Guess Friday isn't particularly the best day for people. Another Brazen Burrower, okay. Oh, really? Is he really gonna pass? Oh, that made my Brazen Burrower such a useless play. I can't even do Brazen Burrower because of the Spectral Sailor I might drop next turn. I assume he'll play the Questing Beast. So I'll probably just have to Brazen Burrower that. That, like, what's it? It wrecks all of his mana, at least. For the turn. Okay, I guess he was holding a removal spell then. Instead of dropping something last turn. Maybe our opponent's a little bit more mid-rangey than I anticipated. Maybe he's playing the black-green mid-range build that includes the artifact. Nope. No, he's definitely not. Dang, my nose is so itchy today. Really? Nothing? Not a single play here? Are you kidding me? Alright, I wish I would stop getting all these blue creatures, because there's nothing I can do about them. Alright, judging the Questing Beast and the lack of second green source, I assume our opponent actually needs a second green source, and judging by how he dropped the Innkeeper, I think he's trying to set up a play where he gets an extra draw for a creature that he's going to play. So right now is probably my best opportunity to actually play the Empyrean Eagle. And also the Empyrean Eagle sets up a Sephara next turn. Or at least the Empyrean Eagle represents a good target for his Murderous Knight. Or Murderous Rider. I think I just gave my opponent a free draw. I probably should have just played nothing, and then when he played the Murderous Rider on the Spectral Sailor end of turn, I could have Brazen Burrowered his Innkeeper, and now I feel like I set myself up for failure. The lack of blue sources right now is really scaring me, and the Murderous Rider can gain him offset the damage that... Ooh, there we go, Healer Hawk. Oh wait, we can go Healer Hawk, Miscreant, Sephara, and he doesn't have the Murderous Rider to kill our Sephara now. Sweet. Alright, that I believe has a destroy target creature, yeah. Okay. So be it. I assume our opponent's going to play the Questing Beast, so I'm holding up the Brazen Burrower for that. Does that really feel worth it? No. Okay. So I'm not tapping the Hushbringer, that way he doesn't attack with the Innkeepers. Oh, but I could have... because they're indestructible, I could have just... okay, whatever. Wouldn't have mattered. Okay, he played the Garrick anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. So it was the right play. I get the Hushbringer can block an Innkeeper if I really need it to. Does suck that I lost the Sephiroth so easily. I guess Tranquil Cove is something. Alright, I assume our opponent plays the Questing Beast like he did last turn, and we do the exact same thing we did last time. Okay, you play Lovestruck Beast. Oh, music stopped. Great Henge. Okay. Not gonna lie, that actually quite annoys me. Oh, another lander. You gotta be kidding me. I mean, I was hoping for land for the longest time to play the Brazen Burrows, and now that I have the land, it's just not worth it. So, because of the Questing Beast... Oh, actually, we've got the Brazen Burrower to block the Questing Beast. But... I'm just screwed, aren't I? The life gain off the Great Henge is just more than enough to stop me. Alright, why am I even bother playing this out? I may have survived one turn. Rally of Wings probably would have been the only card that... Yeah, Rally Wings would have gotten me there, but I don't think I would have top decked it anyways. Alright, let's go ahead and update this on my spreadsheet. But I probably shouldn't have given up there just because there was one possible out. Usually I don't want to give up unless I know there's no outs. Alright, so we got 3-3, and today's date is 10/18. The deck is Azorius, Fliers, AZFL, and we've got 3 uncommons. Alright, that is updated. Got nothing. Alright, let's go ahead and get our next one started here. Man, I really, really wish I could get rid of that land, but as you can see, the last game not having a second blue source really hurt us because we weren't able to play our 3/1 flyer as just a 3/1 flyer. We had to use it only as a bounce because we just didn't have a second blue source, and we're in the same predicament again where we don't have another blue source. We do have a lot of fairy miscreants though, so I think we're gonna go ahead and play that. See what we can get off of it. Shimmer, okay. Just, I was wondering if I would get a blue source in that top deck, is why I didn't play the plains before. Now, we gotta be careful. Our opponent definitely has plenty of removal spells like Clarion in his deck that could stop us in our tracks. I guess our opponent doesn't need the Teferi because he's basically offering up the Teferi kill on a silver platter. Wow, still lack, okay. Hushbringer. Do I want Hushbringer or do I want to play a second blue land? I think I want to play the second blue land. Alright, I assume our opponent's got board wipe like Clarion, but we'll see. Or he gets Narset and then gets the Clarion from the Narset. Either way, if our opponent is playing Jeskai, I'm sure he's got Clarion in the deck somewhere. Fires, okay, well. There's a lot of cards that could screw us. There's Chandra, there's Clarion, there's a few others, but I think most odds are it's Chandra or Clarion. And with Shimmer, I'm sure he gets what he probably wants. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I can't really play around board wipe. I have to run on all cylinders here. So we're just going to go ahead and continue with our beatdown strategy and just fingers crossed he doesn't kill us. A rally with wings would have been really nice. Time wipe, good game. And he oopses me. Okay. Glad we find the classiest of players. And again, we have another Tranquil Cove in our starting hand, but I think this one's very playable because of the Hallowed Fountain. So let's see, we could go with really any direction. I think we're going to go start with our Spectral Sailor. It just seems like the best way to start games with the information from our opponent. Alright, Witch's Cottage. Interesting play there. So now I have a decision if I want a Brazen Burrower or a Healer Hawk. Because of the rally with wings, and I really don't think our opponent's got mass removal, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Healer Hawk. Our opponent also didn't attack last turn with the Cauldron Familiar, even though we weren't going to trade. Midnight Reaper is fine. So we can actually do Fairy Mistgrain and Brazen Burrower on the Midnight Reaper, especially. Made him waste an entire turn for just 2 mana. Plague Crafter. Okay. Well, he's not going to get a draw out of this, I can tell you that. Alright, so we got a Hallowed Fountain. We can't finish him off with 9 damage with Rally of Wings, but I think we can just go ahead and play Brazen Burrower at the end of the turn. But if he plays something where we absolutely need to use Petty Theft, we can absolutely do that. I don't think that's going to end up being a problem, though. Okay. Now, do we have the victory? We have got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, looks good. Power of multiple 1/1s with no Chain Whirler in sight. Alright, not terrible, but we definitely have a rocky start to get Safara out. Especially against red. Oh boy, do we not have enough creatures. Alright, that's a little bit better. I will end up trading Fairy Godmother for Scorched Spitter if he gives me the option. I don't think we'll be able to get Safara out at any point, which is a little bit of a bummer. In fact, I'm not going to make a trade. If he offers a trade, I won't trade because I really do need the Fairy Godmother and Healer Hawk to go into the Safara. But it definitely feels bad. And I guess our opponent's willing to trade. Another rally. Well, I guess... Alright, with that extra top deck of Rally, I'm pretty confident there's no way we're going to get Safar out. And I don't think I want to pay for the Empyrean Eagle. I'm probably going to need to hold up the Rally of Wings in order to... Oh! Okay, in order to kill the Spitters. Yeah, and the lack of creature there also makes me believe there's no way I'm getting Safar out. Alright, I'm really somewhat scared that he drops a Nisa here. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling. Golos. I don't think we're gonna be seeing a... What in the world is that? Okay, sure. We don't have any. He doesn't have any creatures with 1/1s. Empyrean Eagle, okay. So we've got Empyrean Eagle into Safara next turn, it looks like. Maybe. if we top deck a land, we might just have lethal with Empyrean Eagle and Rally of Wings. Well, there's where he's going to get the 1/1 counters. But it still does only 2 damage. I mean, I'm sure you'd rather have 4. Unless he just wants to kill like a Healer Hawk or Fairy Godmother. That's what I thought. Alright, so Brazen Burrower. Okay. We do not have lethal because... yeah, we don't have lethal, so we'll just go with the next best thing here. Basically holding up lethal for next turn. Our opponent has definitely gotten pretty unlucky with lands here, but his deck is very janky. I don't think he was going to get very far anyways. A little surprised he didn't do the target creature can't block this turn. Sure. Alright, minus 18. We could have actually did 2 more there, it looks like. Two one. So this deck seems really hit or miss. Surprisingly, we haven't seen a single goalless matchup, not a one, and I feel very favored in the goalless matchup, assuming our opponent doesn't get a Krasis that I can't deal with. Well, maybe we're not that favored in the goalless matchup now that I think about it, because I mean, we're still very, very weak to a board wipe, which most of the goalless decks run 2 to 3 board wipes, and we're weak to Hydroid Krasis being able to block. Alright, so we've got the choice between either blue or white mana. It looks like we want to start here with white because we got so many different white sources. Or white source creatures. Next turn I think we'll go Healer Hawk, Fairy Miscreant. Alright, the swamp definitely doesn't make me feel good, but at least I know there's no Clarion coming early. Also no Rumcloak Giant. Ooh, and a Safari Skyblade makes me feel significantly more in control of this game. Once Upon a Time, okay. Once Upon a Time makes me feel a little bit more like this deck is a creature-based deck, which it appears to be. So, other than, well, now the other problem is our opponent most likely has Murderous Rider, or at least he's running Murderous Rider in his deck, which means our Safari most likely is not going to stay on the board for very long. But, it's still worth a shot. Alright, well now we don't have that shot, or even close to that shot. And our Safari play is now given up. Gotta say that Legion's End was a real setback. Alright, Lucky Clover, so now our opponent gets a draw basically on any adventure card. Okay, well, we unfortunately can't play two things at once, but at least we can get some maximized damage. Vraska will kill one of our Empyrean Eagles, no doubt. Keeping us one step further away from Safara, which he knows about now. Brazen Burrower, that's not terrible, especially when we know our opponent's pretty short on cards. Hey J-Moke. Welcome to stream, man. Brazen Burrower, I think we're probably going to do the Brazen Burrower play. Is this cast? It is cast. Alright, so... Alright, now the question is, do I want to just try and go for lethal next turn? I think we're going to go ahead and go for lethal because our opponent doesn't have any life gain sources. Question is, can I get close to lethal? We got 2 damage. Alright, 2 damage to his face now, brings him down to 10. Next turn we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, we've got lethal exactly. Okay, perfect. Then we play Brazen Burrower end of turn. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so that's exactly lethal. Question is, does he gain life this turn? Or get some sort of flying blocker or creature removal? Once Upon a Time is not going to get like a removal spell, but it could get a Midnight Reaper. Or I mean not that. That's not going to work. It could have gotten a Murderous Rider. But it appears that we have got this. Alright, looks good. UW Fliers is still pretty good, actually. Yeah, you're right. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any reach in that kind of deck. And welcome back, SEK. Guess you just popped in because I've been checking the moderator section. Generally, I haven't seen you around in like the last 10 minutes or so. But, oh my god, another game where a Tranquil Cove knocks us out of our curve so hard. But I think we're going to have to go with Hallowed Fountain, drop our Fairy Miscreant, turn after that, go Tranquil Cove, drop our Loyal Pegasus, turn after that, assume we draw land. No, we definitely do not want to go Tranquil first, because we don't have a turn 2 play. I would rather have the extra creature out. Or I'd rather that Fairy Miscreant be able to attack on turn 2. But I guess you're trying to think of in case I get extra 1-drops. See, now in the case of 1-drops, dropping a Tranquil Cove could be beneficial here. Well, Fairy can attack next turn. Loyal cannot. And seeing our opponent's first land, it makes me believe that our opponent is playing UG counters or UG Flash. And because he's playing UG Flash, I'm definitely going with the early Miscreant here. Okay, well, now it's probably not UG Flash. Alright, looks like Simic Ramp. Nice, we got a Plains there. Definitely helps our curve a little bit. So let's see. If we drop the... Let's say we drop the Tranquil Cove this turn. We go Loyal Pegasus. Then next turn we'll have 3 mana. We can go Loyal Pegasus. And we'd have to top deck a 1-drop in order to use Sephara. So I think we're going to just go double Loyal Pegasus here and put pressure onto our opponent. And hold up Brazen Burrower for next turn. Seeing as our opponent's ramping, he's got to... Oh, whoops. Stupid attack. But either way, it didn't matter. He's got to be ramping into something. He can't be playing Nisa, at least. So that was the big scare. Wicked Wolf. Ugh. Alright. So be it. I did get lucky. I will agree. Empyrean Eagle. Okay, well it does... Empyrean Eagle feels a little bad as a top deck. I mean, it's not terrible. It just doesn't feel amazing. The Brazen Burrower is not going to have too many targets. If he drops like another Wicked Wolf, I guess I'd be able to put it back into his hand. Domri... Okay, I guess when he makes one creature attack the other, I guess I can Brazen Burrower. Brazen... Oh, that feels so bad if I do the Brazen Burrower on the Wicked Wolf. Because that just allows him to play Wicked Wolf again next turn for value. Yeah. No, I think it specifically says opponent. Yeah, it does say opponent controls. Yeah, I don't see another choice here. Either we get attacked by Wicked Wolf and we lose our creature, or at least he loses his creature for the 1 turn. The Gilded Goose being able to block successfully does annoy me, but thanks to our Empyrean Eagle, it's not as big of an issue. But of course, the Wicked Wolf gets to kill our Empyrean Eagle for value next turn, which sucks for me. Don't get to play our Sephara next turn because our Empyrean Eagle is going to die. If we get a 1-drop... No, 1-drop still doesn't allow us to get in our Sephara. Hushbringer is actually pretty good in this matchup. Like, really good, because the Wicked Wolf, the Gilded Goose... Almost every single card that he's played has had an enter the battlefield effect. I honestly think this is probably worth a play. Question is it worth a play over Empyrean Eagle? Do I think he has another Wicked Wolf? And I think the answer here is I need to be more aggro. If he plays another Wicked Wolf, so be it. It's going to really suck for me, but I'm going to try and be the aggressor here. And holding the Hushbringer allows me to at least get a 1-drop. Damn. It allows me to get another 1-drop and go into Sephara, so there is that. And of course I don't get the 1-drop into Sephara. I don't really see any reason to play the Rally of Wings just yet. I might need to see a reason to play it on defense. If he plays another Wicked Wolf and kills our Hush... Oh, he can't play another Wicked Wolf because our Hushbringer would kill it. Paradise Druid is not going to stop us. So next turn, we've got Brazen Burrower into Sephara. If we draw a land... No. Alright, so I'd really... There's a few situations I like to happen, but I think Loyal Pegasus... Oh, yeah, that's perfect, actually. That's actually wickedly perfect. Then we go Sephara. And then we go Rally of Wings. And then we have GG. Alright, pretty good there. I don't think the opponent's tech of red was a very good idea in that deck. I think that deck is just better as a Simic deck. I mean, the red benefited him for a little bit, but I think, honestly, keeping it as a Simic base deck would have been smarter. Alright, that's pretty good. Lot of creatures can go right into Sephara. Looks like our opponent's playing a creature-based deck, which means Sephara has a high probability of, well, being valuable. However, it also means that there's a high probability of our opponent playing Murderous Rider. So our play next turn is Healer Hawk and Loyal Pegasus. Well, I think right now the thing that this deck has going for it is the surprise element. Nobody is playing this deck. Like it has the surprise factor in spades right now. Alright, so we've got a turn 3 Sephara even with 2 lands. Question is, does our opponent have Murderous Rider, or at least have Murderous Rider mana? Well, that's the second time. You know what? I should probably start considering my opponents just always having that card, because they're all playing against Golos just like I am, so I should probably have spread out the creatures. That would have been a lot smarter. Great, now I'm in top deck mode. That's not great. Well, I don't know why I say great a bunch of times. It's not fantastic. And I should not have put myself in this situation. I should just expect any deck with black to be running Legion's End in it. Alright, so our opponent is basically saying, don't top deck a 1-mana creature. Actually, you know what? He gets victory even. I have to block the Knight of the Ebon Legion, and the Ebon Legion is going to live. So actually, I'm fucked. Great. Yeah, I do get the life gain, but it's not a great feeling. Losing a card that makes all your other creatures indestructible for essentially nothing.
Welcome, friend. We salute you.
Alright, so now we don't have to block the Knight of the Ebon Legion. And now, of course, our opponent has the Murderous Rider, because why wouldn't he? Not really sure there's any card that's going to help me here. At least Fairy Miscreant gets me another draw. Theoretically, I can chump block the Knight of the Ebon Legion, but it just doesn't feel good. Okay, well, at least the Loyal Pegasus can... let's see. Alright, I'm just going to assume my opponent doesn't have a... doesn't have another shock. Because it would cost the 3 mana to pump the Knight of the Ebon Legion and get lethal. It would cost him 1 mana. I guess he could also have a 2 mana removal spell with a land, but right now we're laying it all on the line. Don't have a whole lot of outs, so gotta go big. I love how my opponent just keeps attacking with Knight of the Ebon Legion. Like he's pretty smart there to know to play around or play with or play around the pump. So we have 5 damage. We've got a lot of ways to win this game. Question is, will we win this game? And the answer is yes. Oh, you see this? He GG'd me before I played my creature. That is the best feeling right there, is killing your opponent when he thought he had victory. Oh, that felt so good, being able to beat somebody who GG'd me before he saw my winning play. No. I saw the GG start before it hit the board. Like before it hit the right side of the screen, before it hit the stack. There's no way he was. It takes a moment to click GG, so he was already in the midst of clicking GG when it happened. You can't just prepare for that. Well, because of the Sephara here, I'm going to go all in on the get Sephara out strategy. Alright, get Sephara out strategy. So far, yes, it's a turn 3 right now, as it sits. Alright, Order of Midnight can't block. You know what? If we top deck a blue flyer, it's probably smarter to have this Tranquil Cove in order to get Sephara out next turn. Alright, that's quite the bummer. Our all-in on Sephara strategy is so far not giving us results. No. Oh, there's no way we're top decking 2 creatures next turn. I could theoretically kill both of those, but the thing is he knows about the Rally of Wings, so killing both of them just kind of seems pointless. But I do get to attack and hold up the Rally of Wings, which might get him to play a little differently. I guess we'll see. Well, so be it. Our all-in strategy has failed. Our opponent's deck is a whole lot more explosive in the late game than ours. Well, it's not that not like I knew my opponent had black when I decided to keep my starting hand. It just became apparent that it was a bad idea when I saw the black. Still looks very possible. I could get a creature here. Oh, never count your chickens before they hatch. 3 Sepharas. I mean, an assassin's trophy, so okay. Yeah. Never say lost. Absolutely never say lost, because shit like this happens, and our opponent can attack with Murderous Rider and Offsetter Fairy Godmother's damage every turn. I think that Lovestruck Beast just clinches it. Absolutely, the Lovestruck Beast does indeed clinch this game. None of this feels like a good play in the slightest. I could at least fake having removal here, or fake having another rally. Maybe get our opponent not to attack with everything. Nope, our opponent absolutely attacks with everything. Okay. I'm not sure what I can top deck here, but might as well see. Ha! Okay, hold on. I gotta screenshot this. Only I could get 4 Sephiras. Four Sephiras, jeez. Oh man. Making pretty good time though. Looks like we'll definitely finish the third constructed at this rate within the 2.5 hour time limit. This is one of those hands where it's like, well, it's one of the best hands I've had all afternoon, and it's one of the worst hands I've had all afternoon bunched up into one hand. It's got so much potential and it's got so much downfall. It's got potential with the lands, and it's got so much screwed with the if I draw land, as I just did. Because this game is so consistent when it comes to 4 land starting hands giving you 5 cards like immediately afterward. And we're done. I think Robber the Rich gives our opponent too much value. Little Pegasus, at least he can't play. Well, he can play it. I don't see him getting too much value from it. Miscreant into Miscreant or Hushbringer. The Hushbringer, the 10th Street Dodger can make himself unblockable, but I think we're going to go with the Hushbringer here in order to, well, quite frankly, just for the life gain each turn, because at this rate we're going to die too quickly. And to be honest, he might outvalue us with the Robber. With my own cards. I assume he uses his last mana for 10th Street Dodger. Interesting. A little surprised he gave up the 10th Street Dodger there. Double Loyal Pegasus, though. Those will definitely keep me from attacking. Well, actually, no, because he can't block the Fliers at all. Well, that's fantastic. Okay. All right, we're okay. I guess that's something. Although I feel pretty dead already. Lost my life gain source. My opponent's outplaying me with my own cards. Well, he's about to, at least. Oh, yeah. We are toast. Weird thing is, whenever I use Robber the Rich, I still land at least 50% of the time. Oh, this is it, right here. Safari or bust. You know what? That's not terrible. I guess we're not necessarily at Safari or bust, but at least it's something to keep us alive. Okay, well, now we're done. Good game. Lose my entire board, get one top deck. Don't really feel like doing that. Unfortunately, 2 losses in a row. Only get 1 rare. Don't even really get a real rare. Just kind of 20 gems. So be it. Azorius Fliers. We got ourselves 5 wins. When did we play the adventure deck? Oh, crap. I forgot to put the date on the adventure. Oh, we played it yesterday. Yesterday was the 17th. Alright, 10, 17. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and finish or start up our last constructed here. Then I got myself an Ohio State game to watch. Alright, pretty decent hand. Don't like the going second part, but whatever. So we start with our planes. Spectral Sailor, okay. Don't really like how our opponent played Spectral Sailor on his turn. That's usually a pretty bad move by our opponent. I think our opponent's playing UG Flash here. Don't really see Thornwood Falls in anything other than a cheap version of UG Flash. Ooh. So I've got a dilemma here. I can play the Spectral Sailor end of the opponent's turn, but I don't really want it to get countered for the card that counters things for unless you pay 2 mana, Quench. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the Fairy Miscreant here. Okay, well that feels bad, but whatever. Main board Mystical Dispute. That's annoying. I mean, it worked. It just feels really bad. An extra Rally with Wings with only 1 creature on the board does not feel good. I really, really needed a land there. Spectral Sailor, okay. The question is that really worth using a Rally of Wings for? And I say no. In fact, that's actually one of the better trades. Ooh, nice. Hushbringer hit the board at least. Okay. I guess if he's got another mystical dispute, the Hushbringer is definitely a good card to have out. But I think, yeah, we're just gonna go Hushbringer. I was thinking about the Loyal Pegasus play there, but okay, so be it. Alright, well, he didn't have another mystical dispute. We'll be taking the 3 damage if he offers the attack. And Burrower can't block. Oh, can only... Okay, yeah, it can. My bad. Alright. Since we've got the Spectral Sailor and we can get extra draws out of this, we're just going to go let our opponent be in a position where he's just doing nothing each turn. And just we get our value off the Spectral Sailor. Can't argue with 2 draws a turn. It would really suck if our opponent gets a wolf here. These Tranquil Cloves are not doing me a lot of favors. What is doing me favors is our opponent getting nothing, but it appears that he's not playing anything, so odds are he's just got, like, counters up the wazoo. I wonder if he plays a hard counter for that. That Fairy Miscreant is actually a really good play for me, because now I can attack with Fairy Miscreant and Loyal Pegasus and can keep my Spectral Sailor. Wow, another Miscreant. I'll take an extra card draw here. Never hurts to have a little bit more. Okay, that's fine. Sure. Now we get to play stuff. Sweet. Okay, well, I did the math wrong there. I could have... Now the... Oh, that's a bummer. Okay. 3... Yeah, we'll pay the 3. Appreciate the follow.
Welcome, friend. We salute you.
I guess now I'm pretty happy I played that Plains. In all honesty, I'm actually quite happy with that trade. Nice. Okay. Okay. Not gonna lie, that Cutthroat actually scares the bejesus out of me now. extra card or Empyrean Eagle? Well, because he's got no cards in his hand, I think we're just going to go ahead and play an extra card. Yeah, we'll get the extra card. We'll have to take 10, but so be it. Well, we only have to take 7. Oh, nice, nice. That's the beginning of the end right there. Sweet. Could always use an extra 1-drop. Best part is the Cutthroat can't get through our Sephara. And we've got super ultra mega lethal next turn because double rally. Even if he counters 1, we've got another. Alright, I gotta tell you, that one didn't start out like it was in good position, but by the end, it felt pretty good. Okay, boy, this situation kind of blows. I guess I'm gonna have to play the Plains. Next turn, the Loyal Pegasus with the Tranquil Cove. Ooh, against red, okay. Oh, okay. I was wondering why chat was so dead today. And I just looked it up. The Mythic Championship is today. That's why chat is so freaking dead. Oh, and I thought I was being ultra boring. Yeah, I just looked up all the top streamers right now because I was wondering where all my viewers were. And there are a lot of people playing in the Mythic Championship right now. Yeah, I haven't been following it either. Okay. Not gonna lie, that actually feels like a pretty good play for me. Because next turn I can go Hushbringer, Loyal Pegasus, turn after that. Well, I can't go Tomik then Sephara, but if I can get Sephara out, that would be great. No, you was ultra boring. Okay, well, that's good to know. Appreciate the input. Alright, so pretty important here that we don't lose a creature. If we don't lose a creature, we can go into the Sephara rather easily. If we do lose a creature, then we need to get a blue creature or white mana to get Sephara out. I mean, our opponent's offering the double block on Spitfire, and I don't really want to take it. Alright, we got the blue. That's all we needed. I knew there was a lot of ways I could get Sephara out. One being the draw top deck of white mana, the other be a top deck of a creature with blue in it. Actually, that was it. But that was worth it. Yeah, but I get most of my views all come from Aetherhub. And let's be honest, that Aetherhub viewers aren't the chattiest. I'm currently trying to refine some jank for the tourney tomorrow. I'm still not clear which deck I'm going to use. I don't want to play with the favorite deck, which is the Golos deck. I understand Golos is probably going to win my tournament, but I want to play a deck that's a little bit more exciting for people to watch. That's why I always try to pick something a little bit more aggro where people can be on my side. And when you play an aggro deck, screen lookers can't really play around you. If you got a board wipe, you got a board wipe. I can't play around a board wipe, so if they have the board wipe, it's so be it. I did pretty decent last week, I think. Okay, so we got turn 1 Fairy Miscreant, turn 2 Hushbringer going second, so odds are we'll probably get a land by turn 3. Vampire, okay, that's not bad. I do not like the Tranquil Cove top deck there. But I guess if I get a 1-drop, I can play the Tranquil Cove and play the 1-drop. I think we're playing against Mono Black, which is actually kind of a tough matchup. Another Tranquil Cove, okay. So we're probably not getting Empyrean Eagle next turn. Is the attack really worth it? He didn't attack with this Vampire because I have the threat of blocking. So I'm going to go ahead and keep the threat of blocking with air quotes. Okay. There we go. Nice. Our threat of fake blocking actually worked. And we can go ahead and kill the Cauldron Familiars on the block here. Another Empyrean Eagle. Okay, so we are 1 turn away from Saphara, which is pretty good. Bloodthirsty Aerialist, that is alright because we got an Empyrean Eagle coming up. Also, that Bloodthirsty Aerialist makes me believe that we've got opponent's deck who's running more of a vampire heavy life gain style build, which means that Murderous Rider might actually not be in the opponent's deck. Worst case scenario, I Brazen Burrower the Aerialist and he kills my Saphara. Okay, so actually I think our opponent's just a noob. Murder's pretty bad. So let's see, do I just win here? 6, 12, add another 8 damage, it's 20. No, we don't win, but we're darn close. My big dilemma here is if I want to go with Brazen Burrower's, you know, the bounce effect, or if I want to drop it in as a creature. Really depends on how our opponent decides to play out his turn. Odds are I think we might just go with creature and we'll have the win. Aerialist can't stop more than one creature. Ayara, that is not going to do it. Yeah, we've got this. I love how he attacked with that bloodthirsty aerialist. Kind of funny. All right, so far we're off to our best start with the deck. Who knows? We might go from a 3-win to a 5-win to a 7-win. That would be pretty sweet. It would show that this deck is still relevant in best of 1. In fact, it would show that this deck is a what's it called when you're sitting on a deck? People don't know about it, but it's actually very, very good. I want to say underdog, but I know underdog's not the right word. Sleeper, that's it. I think the deck might be a sleeper. Oh, Sammy, right. Probably was typing it as I remembered. Alright, so I think I might want to go with the Tranquil Cove on turn 1 here. I'm not really sure the 1 damage is going to make the difference. Oh, well, now that we know the opponent's got Gilded Goose, the 1 damage is absolutely not going to make the difference here. Well, I guess we're all ready. We've already lost this game. Oko, this quickly is a no-no. There is no way I am stopping the opponent now. There is a lot of actual speculation that Oko could really get banned along with Field of the Dead. And I would happen to agree. I think Oko is too busted. If they made Oko's +1 a -1, I feel like Oko would be, you know, an okay planeswalker. But because Oko's +1 is a +1, and it does what it does, I think Oko is just Broko. Yeah, we're dead here. We're not going to get even close to the Safara. Our opponent had a pretty cool land there. I don't think I have that one. A full art version with a bunch of winding tree trunks. Alright, pretty good hand. One of our better hands, actually. Just kind of need some more 1-drops to get into the Safara. I mean, the land is not terrible either. But judging by our opponent having removal, I don't think we're getting to Safara, so land would probably be better. Yeah. Just have to hope we get into the Empyrean Eagle. Alright, I think our opponent's probably playing a Torban Cavalcade deck, maybe? Well, gotta tell you, that bothers me right there. That double skewer bothers me a lot, because there's not a whole lot I can do to avoid it. I can play Empyrean Eagle, and then 2 of my creatures die. I play Rally with Wings, 2 of my creatures die. So there's no way to avoid that amazing play. And I can't, like, leave my creatures open because of the 10 Street Dodger. Gets to go through no matter what, and essentially give them the skewers. So overall, I'm pretty fucked, but yeah, I'm just fucked. I'd rather him kill my Spectral Sailors. Let's be Spectral Sailor and Loyal Pegasus, to be honest. However, what I can do is we can do the Rally of Wings and make it so the 10th Street Dodger is not going to go through unblocked because he doesn't know about the Rally of Wings, so he won't activate it. Oh no, I didn't see. I guess Angel's #1 on the sub leaderboard. That's pretty cool. Bummer. And our loyal Pegasus now cannot block. I wonder if he goes to the face with both of them. Nope. Okay. I don't see this Safari coming out in any way, shape, or form. So, at this point, we're kind of just fingers crossing this one. I could try to attack, blow... No, we're dead. We're dead. Super dead. I could try and do blow for blow with the opponent and try and get the Safari out, but I think the Cavalcade just kills me because I'm not going to get enough turns. When did the channel get points? I believe it was yesterday. If you're wondering why I left 2 blockers back, it's just in case he has more removal. And I didn't want him to attack with both creatures by killing just one creature. Chandra. Okay, great. There's actually a probability. Oh my god, we got the loyal Pegasus. Now we can go into Safari. So let's see. We're probably gonna have to trade Safari for Chandra, but I guess that's a trade I'm willing to make in order to not take like 7 damage next turn. Oh, nice. The Empyrean Eagle gets a little bit bigger. So, in fact, he needs... Oh, no, the Spitfire will activate herself. So, actually, she'll go up to 10 and not 7. You know, that's actually not lethal. But the Torch Courier can be sacked and the 10th Street Dodger can be made unblockable. So, I can't just block one of those two and take the 10. Okay, well, that gives me even more reason to block the Spitfire now. Alright, so let's see. What are our options here? Another Empyrean Eagle. Is that lethal? Oh, hold on. I got a phone call. Hello?
Hey, it's Dad. How's it going?
Alright.
You watching the game tonight?
Yes, I will be.
Just wanted to let you know just in case you thought it was Saturday. Friday.
Yeah, I'm aware Ohio State plays today. It should be a really easy win.
Hey, so I heard that you started your new job today. Did I go?
It went over quite well. There was a lot to do, but it's nice having a a cushy career job now.
What is the name of the place?
Something aviation. They're in Uniontown. They do what's it called? They're the #1 aviation insurance company.
Oh, so you're working for a company.
Yeah. It's so. I am the like clerk accountant. I don't know the official title. Basically, they have like a senior accountant slash. He does like the CEO kind of work, like he does all of the work, and he's like the senior accountant because him and me do the same thing. And I'm gonna be doing the grunt work. Mostly taking checks, recording checks, sending out invoices, sending out things to be signed. And they what's it called? They meticulously keep track of everything. Like you send an email, you got to print the email, and you have to save an email in a folder. No, it was not. It was through ZipRecruiter. If ZipRecruiter is considered a headhunter, yeah. Well, regardless, I'm happy with it because I ended up getting the 31,000 I asked for, which is equivalent to $15 an hour. It's salary, yeah. No, they said I'll probably work 2 weekends tops over the course of the year. The only catch that I found is I have to take a 1 hour break for lunch. So I'm really kind of working there for like 9 hours. Yeah, I know. It's just well, if you really think about it, you do get, what's it, 2 15-minute breaks and then your half-hour lunch, and they're just putting it all in one. Yeah. It's dental and the only one I really paid attention to was dental because that was the one I probably would have needed. Well, no, I definitely don't get medical. And I knew about Mom's plan. I'm sure they'll consider medical by the time I do turn 26. And they said they were definitely trying to hire somebody for the long term. So that's actually really nice. And they said that they'll have annual raises based on the judgment of the owner of the company. I did not ask. He didn't mention that either. No. I mean, yeah, of course you wouldn't want to work every week without a vacation, especially since, salary, if you don't have vacation, then it's just kind of more work you're doing for free. I'm sure it'll come up in casual conversation at some point, but I don't really feel like bringing it up at the moment. I'm just happy that I'm gonna be making consistent money. That's the important thing. Well, if she lives more than 2 years, I would say that's a distinct possibility that I could get the house. Well, I make an okay amount on Twitch. And it gets better every month for the most part. Well, I haven't been having any problems with my car, so I'm pretty happy about that. I did an oil change like 2 weeks ago. I highly doubt I'm even over 500 miles by now. Well, yeah, that's what I did with the last oil change. I think my car is rated for 5,000 miles, and I'm pretty sure I did 6. Let's be honest, the Concorde lasted a long time. Considering, we got that car for me like 5.5 to 6 years ago. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah, well, mine's gonna be hitting 200,000 not too long from now. Well, I get paid every 2 weeks, and at $15 an hour, I think that's somewhere around the realm of like $480 or $520 a paycheck or something like that. So, getting a $1,000 paycheck at once should be a little bit easier for me to save, since I won't have the... Absolutely. The Prius is clearly the one that has lasted the longest for all of us. Oh yeah. I put a lot of miles on Adrian's Prius as well. Well, he can drive with the window down during the summer.
Well, no, the antifreeze cools down the engine. If you go on antifreeze, your engine will die.
Okay.
That's something. It's either his car or your car. I don't think it's your mom's car, because
I'm pretty sure I would have noticed if my car was leaking something by now.
Well, we have a big leak right on the driveway. So
Yeah, I know. I think I would notice because I actually back like right out of the. I take a look at exactly where I back out of.
alright, well, I'll let you go. Mom and I, do you know where Three Brothers is by our house?
Isn't that right by Taco Bell and yeah, yeah.
But they're having, like a special on beer for Ohio State games. And you can get a Ohio State cup that changes colors or an aluminum cup. That's a special during the game, so we're gonna go get one.
Wait, it's a keepable cup?
Yeah, like an aluminum keepable cup or a plastic one that
Well,
changes
that probably makes the beer a lot more expensive. They're coming with an aluminum cup.
Actually, it's not that bad. The price is just what a normal beer usually costs. It's just
Oh,
a special during Ohio State game.
well,
Yeah, beer. It's $3 for a beer in a plastic cup, or $4 for the aluminum
well,
cup.
should be an okay game. I'm pretty sure Ohio State should win by about 40 anyways.
We'll see. All right, Mom just came home. Do you want to say anything to her?
I mean, not really. There's nothing to say.
Oh, yeah, he said it was some aviation company that they handle the insurance for airplanes. So it's
the
basically
the
insurance.
the interesting thing about the aviation company is, my boss had told me that getting money from the clients is almost never an issue, but the clients paying last second is like the most common thing. Like all these rich people don't want to part with their money, but they will.
Yeah, you wreck your $1 million airplane.
Well,
You
they're
pay a couple hundred in insurance.
yeah, they're
Make that.
well, the thing is we're like the insurance middleman because I mean if a they told me if like an actual like plane goes down, that would like bankrupt them. So they I,
Get insurance. You guys pay insurance to get insured also.
yeah, something like that. Pretty awesome system and they um it's something aviation in Uniontown.
Is it? What is it? Okay. Is it? Is it off of Maslin Road by the airport?
It's right off of Cleveland Avenue.
Oh, so it's way over there on the other side of Uniontown, like on the North Main Street side.
Probably close to that Fisher's on.
That Fishers is like 2 whole miles down Uniontown.
I used by that. What's that? One time I had a coupon and be in the mountain store or
It's Kames.
yeah, by there.
Are you close to that Acme?
No, that's still North Candy. That's not Uniontown.
I honestly didn't really think about the landmarks.
By that meat store we always pass on the way to the
Well,
winery.
I know it's faster to go on 77 than just to go from Cleveland Avenue because I drove home on Cleveland Avenue today and my 20-minute drive turned into a 30-minute drive.
It's only 20 minutes for you to go all that way.
Yeah,
77, sometimes you get stuck in that traffic.
I mean Cleveland Avenue's traffic is much worse than 77's traffic.
He's not getting back to Arlington, so he's in luck.
Welcome, friend. We salute you.
Alright.
Does he want to come to?
I don't think so. You want to go to Three Brothers?
Are you paying? Yeah, then I'll come if right around the start of the game. Like I'll just I'll show up to the house.
Well, we're gonna be there at 8:30ish. I guess we could wait. It's just.
We get a seat.
Yeah, we might. I don't know how busy they're gonna be.
If we go early, we can stay.
Because normally during, this late at night, there's nobody there. But since it's a game, it might be full. I don't know.
like I'll be there around what 8? Well, I guess if I left now, I'd be there around 8:30, wouldn't I?
Alright, we'll see you then.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, I'm gonna be leaving like really, really soon from now. Luckily, this looks like it's probably gonna be the last game since I have a winning record and whatnot. I don't know why I made that Hushbringer block. That was probably one of the dumbest decisions I possibly could have made. Luckily, I've got a pretty solid lead here. Let's see. 5 damage. Okay, so actually, if I bring out the Spectral Sailor, it does not make a difference. So the Brazen Burrower is just better to have. Questing Beast. Okay, well, it's definitely better to put that Questing Beast back into his hand. Oh. Oh my. I probably should have read that and did that before the actual attacking step. It's a good thing he picked Questing Beast there. That would have been bad. That was my dad. I don't really talk to my brother very often at all. Well, great. That Empyrean Eagle means I would have had lethal if I had played the Spectral Sailor. Okay. So, obviously he's going to play the Questing Beast again. Okay, so he's going to give the Questing Beast the Sir Gwain's attack. That is going to be... Or who am I kidding? Let's just do these two. And then we block with these two. We're going to be able to do 4 damage to the face. Yep, that's good. That's good. All I need to do is not die here. And I think I can achieve that since nothing here has trample, even after playing Questing Beast. Okay, so let's see. What is he going to pick here? Interestingly enough, he picked Questing Beast. The only... I mean, it doesn't... Wait, why can't I block it? Oh, because it's only a 2. Oh, shit. No! Oh, Healer Hawk, Healer Hawk. Okay, good. Oh my god, dude, I thought I was gonna lose right there. Oh. Oh man. Well, that's the way to end it right there with a 7. All right, feels good. I think that was game number 7. Yeah, it was game number 7. All right, well, wow. I mean, it would have been nice if I had gotten a free card there, but you can't complain. 3 rares. It's a pretty high profit. All right, so paste. We got 2 losses. We got 3 uncommon, or sorry, 3 rares. All right, that is updated. All right, well, we got ourselves a 3-3, a 5-3, and a 7-3. I gotta say, this is the highest performing deck next to Golos that I've played so far in Best of 1. Obviously, Best of 1 isn't, you know, like the best format, but Best of 1 is the best farming format. So if you're going to be farming, this deck is doing quite well. And you know what? I recommended this deck, or a very close deck to this one without the Sepharas, to a friend not too long ago. And the friend actually made a profit, and he did very well with it. So this deck is very good right now. And this deck is not going to get nerfed whatever, or like in the slightest, when Field of the Dead goes. In fact, it probably gets powered up a little bit. A lot less board wipes, or well, you know, less Krasis, less board wipes. So this deck is only getting better after the new bans. So I would recommend this, and this deck is actually cheap. Like it's one of the cheaper decks you can build here. So I'd say this is probably the new free-to-play deck. So let's see, we've got... Okay, Hushbringer is not mandatory. it's a plus, but it is absolutely not mandatory. You can go with. You could go with. All right, hold on. Instead of Hushbringer, you can play Terramander. Absolutely, yeah. You can play Terramander instead of Hush. And then Rally of Wings is cheap. Tomik. Tomik is also one of those cards that you don't absolutely have to have. You could play... I wouldn't say Hypnotic Sprite because you don't have double blue most of the time. I would probably have to lean towards something white if you don't have rares. Doesn't appear that there's a lot of white options. No, there aren't any. Okay, so you would have to go with... Well, I was looking up and the new player I was talking with didn't have Zephyr Gall. Apparently, he wasn't able to craft it for some reason. Even though I have it, it can be played in standard, but it's a... As you can see, you know, the little icon here means that it's not tied to one set. Okay, back to the deck. The Brazen Burrowers, I would probably say you do need to make or craft, so I would consider those mythic. You need those as mythics. The Sepharas are absolutely not mandatory whatsoever. One thing you can get here instead of Sephara, at our 3-mana option here. Instead of Sephara, you can 1-for-1 trade Sephara with Winged Words, and then I would recommend grabbing the Loxodon if you have it. And there's also a few other cards, but I would recommend you ask me in my Discord if you really are in the market to make this deck. And then Hallowed Fountain can be traded for the Gates. So, and the deck performs very well. As you guys just saw, I went 7-2. And the games are fast. Like, that's also another plus size. Games are fast and it does well. Right now, aggro is not killing it as fast or as well as it could be. And aggro isn't really paying in consistency and constructed. So this is probably the best all-around deck you could be playing, and it's nearly free to play. Anyways, I gotta go. Thank you guys for sticking around as long as you did. I will go ahead and hit up somebody. No, there is no Team Aether members streaming right now, so I guess I will not hit up somebody. You know what? I could go ahead and hit up Covert Go Blue. He's not usually on at this time. Hold on. I need to add option for host here. I need option for host and option for raid. A host is just, it's faster. Where are you, Covert? There you are. All right, have a nice afternoon, guys.